No, I don't think so. I think we'll probably take our time and go to the deadline, right? Most of the guys are going to be in our program, I would imagine, in some shape or form anyway. So it's good to just keep them rolling with the high level practices.
Game of preseason is often, kind of a dry run for what's going to happen in the regular season. Is that sort of what you're going to try to do tomorrow, or?
I mean, yeah, I think so. I always think, Eric, we always say that going in, and then everybody ends up playing like 20 minutes. So let's do it again. Let's say we're going to try to make it as a dry run and push the minutes up to where they might, close to where they might be. But I mean, there's still a lot of me looking at some of these other guys, so I would imagine there's going to be a lot of guys hit the floor tomorrow as well.
Obviously, expectations for OG were high going into camp. How has he looked relative to what you guys were?
Yeah, he's been good, man. I'm really happy with him right now. I think he hasn't scored it all that well, but his defense has been great. He's moving good. He's in great shape. I like his just demeanor. I think he's got a fresh and positive outlook on the way he's playing. He made some really, really good plays and offensively, just doing kind of things he can do, really good cuts and things like that, and they're finding him on some of that stuff. So it's nice to, have one more guy like that. He's kind of, he can sit out there and shoot the faced-up three, but, we got some really good passers on this team, and if he can find the right moments to back cut and get in there, he's really good at that too, and I've been really happy with him so far, really happy.
The experience of spending a year with Kawhi, specifically for a guy like OG at his position, how much do you think that'll help him, not just this year, but going forward throughout his career?
Well, I think again, both Pascal and OG, would say they learned some stuff from Kawhi, right? And one of the things Kawhi does really well is he puts in a really professional work day each and every day, right? And I think those guys saw him, come in here early and just go through the treatments and the weights and the shots and the practice and the treatment and the film, and just he understood that, and it never like bats an eye about it. It doesn't bother him in the least that he has a really long work day each day, and he just understands it. And I think those guys picked up from that a little bit. I mean, and that's huge, because that's taking care of yourself, getting stronger, getting the shots in, working on some individual moves and stuff has to happen outside of team practice, and you got to be able to. I don't know. I just say it shouldn't bother you that that's your work day. And I think some guys are antsy to get out of the gym, get on with their day, do other things sometimes, and they don't land into that super professional role sometimes. We don't really have that problem here, but I think they saw it kind of at the highest level with him last year.
You kind of talked a little bit about trying him at the two a little bit. What have you seen for that? How much have you been able to try?
I think we've done it. We the last 2 days, yesterday especially, we did it a lot. And again, it doesn't really matter all that much. I think if you have to give him a number, that's where he ends up, with him and Pascal and Serge and Mark on the floor. He's a wing. 2 and 3, there isn't a whole lot of difference to it, really. And it's fine. I think that's going to need some look in the games to see how it goes. I would imagine, as funny as it sounds, Mark probably moves to the 4 with that group and Serge to the 5, only because it's just kind of what it looked like yesterday, right? Serge is out running. He takes the inside position. Mark's trailing, and then we can play through Mark, and he can wheel and deal with it a little bit more. Even if he gets into a pick and pop game, Serge kind of stays inside, and they're a little bit interchangeable. So we'll see. I mean, I would imagine at the onset, teams are going to try to pack it in against that team to see if Pascal, Mark, Serge, and OG can shoot it well enough to beat them from out there. I believe that they can, right? I believe that they can if they get the rhythm shots we're looking for.
Do you have a guy in mind at the 2 that you want to start games with, at least early in the season, or is that still something?
I think it's probably up for debate depending on who we're playing and how we're feeling. I mean, I think Kyle, Fred. Either one. Probably Kyle plays the 2. Obviously Norm's sitting in there, as a 2 as well. I would imagine those are the 2 options. I don't know if we come out with OG and Pascal, go with the big lineup. Maybe not right now though.
Is the big lineup something you foresee as matching up with, or sort of initiating or trying to change the game with?
Yeah, I think that I guess I'm gonna have to see, Eric. I think that again, it's more of let's get our best players on the floor and let's find them a place to play. And yeah, maybe we can cause people to have to match to us. I think there's enough quickness and athleticism there that it doesn't. I think OG's fine guarding most twos, right? Pascal's fine guarding most threes. I don't know. Can OG stay with some of the super fast guys that are running off multiple screens, corner to corner, corner to wing, corner to top, nonstop. There's some of those guys. I don't know. Then maybe we don't use it. But if there's guys, a lot of teams come down and like we do, put the two in the corner, and you can guard them, and you got to go out and guard them. You can handle them off the dribble. I don't see a blow-by situation bothering him. I see probably the only thing is can he chase the really high-level guys that come off a lot of screens and get a lot of plays run for him.
There hasn't been anybody really emerge as a third point guard. You're sort of teaching Terrence and Patrick. We're not really sure about.
Yep.
Does that hamper you using Kyle and Fred together?
I don't think so, Doug. I think if I we're going to use them together again because I think they're again up there at the best best players. I see again it's probably a situation where it's an early sub for one of them, right? It's a 5 or 6 minute start. One of them comes out for 3 minutes and comes back in. One runs 9, one runs 6, and then we're probably into the rotation, and we don't hit them back together again probably till maybe the 6 minute mark again in the second quarter or something like that. Might make it a little trickier, but I'm actually okay. I think I've been running Pascal a little bit at the one as well, and I think that works with the right guys out there with a Matt Thomas and a Norm on his side maybe, and Pascal handling. I think that gives him some space to do his thing and gives him some shooting if they collapse off him. Pat, obviously, will keep running there as well. Probably going to play Terrence at the 2 a little bit early because I just think it's obviously I don't want to say simpler position. It's just a little bit easier to be off the ball, right, and kind of let things come to you rather than having to run the team and get the ball up the floor against pressure and all those things. So super talented and a super upside, Doug, for Davis, and I just got to make sure we play this right with him. Yeah, a little bit. They went to MRI it. There's nothing wrong that they need to do anything with, but they're still looking to see how long it's going to be and all that kind of stuff. He won't play tomorrow.
Nick, how's Malcolm Miller look to you?
He's had a very good camp, very good. I don't know what else to say. He's shot the ball well, even better than maybe expected. And he plays. He's a solid player. He's a good role player. I'd expect him to be in the mix. Yep, because he knows us. He's been around enough. We've used him before, and we like the threat that he makes when it gets swung around to him. He's going to vault up and knock him down a little bit. So he's in the mix.
Is it going to come down to what you guys need positionally versus who you think is more likely to be able to help?
I'm trying to think. I don't think so. I just think we're going to probably take the best guys and see how it goes. I mean, obviously, if something happens and we need something positionally, we may flip that. But I think again, like most of the guys will be in the system. Like maybe a couple of these guys end up with 2 ways or whatever, so they're right there if we need them positionally. If they're not. We need something to happen, we can keep them with us. And I'd imagine, too, we'd probably keep at least one of our two-way guys up early and just so they're staying with us just in case we, again, need it positionally-wise for an injury or something.